Today in Dallas, an era ended, and nobody was ready for it. France came into this match unbeaten in 6 games. 6 matches, 0 defeats, 10 goals. The most expensive defense in the world, the deadliest attacking line, and the undisputed king of the last decade. Everyone assumed this would be just another showcase on France's march to the crown. 90 minutes later, that king was on his knees in the middle of the pitch, and 80,000 people in that stadium understood they had just witnessed football change hands. This wasn't a defeat, this was a dethroning. And here's the most staggering part. The man who engineered this destruction wasn't a manager, he was a 19-year-old kid. It all started in one single zone of the pitch. France's left back, Lucas Digne, spent the first 20 minutes not as a footballer, but as a victim. Yamal pulled him inside, dragged him outside, dropped him backwards. Every single movement left Digne a step behind, not once, 10 times. But pay attention here, because most people are reading this wrong. This was never about speed. Yamal didn't beat Digne with pace, he broke him with intelligence. Every feint, every deceleration, every pause was a trap set for the next move. Digne was thinking like a defender. Yamal was thinking like a chess player. In the 22nd minute, the dam broke. Yamal cut inside the box one more time, Digne was half a second late one more time, and the referee pointed to the spot. Oyarzabal buried it with ice in his veins. 1-0. But the goal wasn't the real story. The real story was this. France's tactical plan, prepared over weeks, was in the bin after 22 minutes. And Deschamps had no plan B. Now here's where it gets truly dangerous, because Yamal wasn't playing alone. Right back Pedro Porro, the name nobody was talking about in this tournament. But the connection he built with Yamal was the single deadliest partnership of the entire World Cup, and France couldn't solve it for 90 minutes. The mechanism was simple, but impossible to defend. Every time Yamal cut inside, France's defense was forced to follow him, because if you let him go, you concede. But in that exact moment, a massive corridor opened up behind them, and Porro ran into that corridor. Every single time, France saw it, they understood it, they talked about it at halftime, and they still couldn't stop it, because they were trapped in an equation with no solution. Double up on Yamal and Porro runs free. Close down Porro and Yamal is left one-on-one. There was no way to do both. In the 58th minute, that contradiction killed them. Porro ran into that corridor one more time, and this time he found the net. 2-0. A right back, driving the dagger into the heart of the team with the best attack in the world. And in that moment, what you saw in French eyes wasn't anger anymore, it was surrender. But was this collapse really all about Yamal? No, because this story has an invisible breaking point too. William Saliba, the anchor of France's billion-euro defense, the cornerstone of the entire system. He picked up an injury in the first half and was forced off the pitch. And in that moment, Deschamps' entire footballing philosophy caved in, because Deschamps' game rests on one thing: build a fortress, sit deep, wait, counter, reduce risk to 0, suffocate the opponent into submission, but pull the cornerstone out of a fortress, and you don't have a fortress anymore. You just have a pile of rubble. After Saliba went off, France's defense wasn't a block. It was 4 individuals who didn't recognize each other, and Spain smelled it from the very first pass. And now we arrive at the most painful truth of this match. Kylian Mbappe did not exist in this game. He walked onto that pitch leading the Golden Boot race with 8 goals, and for 90 minutes he was invisible, pocketed, isolated. He asked for the ball, it never came. He made the runs, nobody saw him. He got angry, he shouted, he threw his arms in the air, and in the end, he went silent. On the other side stood an 18-year-old kid, and that kid played like a 30-year-old master. No panic, no rush, no selfishness. He waited for the right moment, made the right decision, played the right pass. In the biggest match of his career, he delivered the most mature performance of his life. Deschamps' conservative, timid, risk-averse football crashed straight into De La Fuente's high-pressing, fluid, fearless machine and shattered on impact. This wasn't just a tactical defeat. This was the death of a philosophy. Today in Dallas, football changed hands. A king stepped down from his throne and a kid took his place. But football can be as forgiving as it is brutal. Mbappe is still young. He's still one of the most gifted players on the planet. And history has shown us that fallen kings sometimes come back stronger. So I'm leaving this debate in your hands. Is Mbappe's era truly over, or was this just a single breaking point? Write it in the comments, because only you can settle this one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please subscribe. The next one is going to be even better.